Welcome and welcome back to Minecraft. So you've just created a new world in Minecraft Survival. Fantastic. It's very exciting. But now what do you do? Where do you go? What do you do after that? I mean, you want to kill the Ender Dragon, don't we all? But that lies far ahead, and killing the Ender Dragon is also just another beginning. It's not an end in itself. Consider this: if you want to kill the Ender Dragon, you need to activate an end portal. And to activate an end portal, you need to find a stronghold. But to find a stronghold, you need to craft an Eye of Ender. Actually, more than one. And to craft an Eye of Ender, you need to kill not only an Enderman, but also a Blaze. And to do that, you need to get to the Nether. And for that, you need a Nether portal, which means you need obsidian, and so on, all the way to today. That's what this series is all about. I intend to have as much fun as possible while I document, in a straight line by the shortest route possible, how to progress step by step in Minecraft Survival. I'll explain what we're doing and why, and I'll move things along from day one. That's the cool part. You can do your own thing and come back if you need to, or just follow along. What a journey we've been on to get here. Things have moved along swiftly, and now here we stand on the threshold of the Nether. Last week we descended into the cavern we discovered in episode 2 and came back victorious. We got the diamonds, we got the bow, and we got the lava, which we made into obsidian for this portal. We also learned about XP and enchanting, and today we're entering our Nether portal for the first time. What am I taking along? Let's take a look. I'm traveling light, that's for sure. I don't know what to expect, so my objective is simple: get through and secure the Nether portal. So, I've got my iron sword, my bow, and a few arrows. I've got one of the stone pickaxes I enchanted last week, and plenty of building material to protect the portal. Otherwise, it's only some torches and some food. I've created new iron armor, and I've added the enchanted golden chestplate we found at the ruined portal. I don't want to be attacked by piglins on my arrival. And that's it. Let's face it might be easy or it might be hard, and there's a chance I might die. If that happens, I'll respawn back at the den and I'll have to consider what to do next. It all depends on what's on the other side. Well, let's not hang about. It's very exciting. So, I'll see you on the other side. We're in a cavern, and nothing is attacking us right now. Sure. Still, I'll get straight on securing the portal. Then we can take a quick look around. Isn't that fantastic? Here we are in the Nether. The first thing I'm going to do is explore a little. We need to concentrate on two things right now. One, we need to find a Nether fortress, and two, we need to find a warped forest. There are a couple of things we can find in a Nether fortress, like Nether wart and blazes, and we need to find a warped forest because that's where we'll find Endermen. We're gonna hunt them, but let's find them first. Let's do a little exploring. That tunnel leads to a dead end. I'll head on back. Look, there's an Enderman. Let's hunt it. If you look an Enderman in the eye, it will attack you. Unless you're wearing a pumpkin on your head, of course, but that's another story. Endermen have two weaknesses: their temper and their height. I'll have to build a roof above my head 2 blocks high. The Enderman can't get at me then. They're 3 blocks tall. Then I'll provoke it. Looking it in the eye is one way, but I know another, much better way. Aim at it with your bow. It will attack, and I'll be able to kill it with my sword. I don't have any arrows to waste. Yes, we've got our first ender pearl. I'm heading back to the den. I want more pickaxes and torches so I can explore further. I might have to tunnel up to the surface to see what's going on there. I've been to the den and back, and I've decided I'm going to tunnel up to the surface. Tunneling upwards in the nether is dangerous because lava flows so much quicker here, so it's best to do it in stages, and be prepared to backtrack if you do hit lava. I've broken through, and this soul sand gives me a clue. Yes, we're in a soul sand valley. There are plenty of skeletons, so it's going to be a constant battle to travel on the surface. Even here in the tunnel, they just won't let up. Let's see what I can see. At least there are some cliffs nearby. I'll tunnel to them and then try to get as high as possible so I can assess and decide what to do next. Well, I can't sugarcoat it. It's going to be hard. I keep getting attacked, so I'm going to return to the den while placing as many torches as possible to stop skeletons from spawning. I'm going to have to make a ton of stone pickaxes and tunnel a lot further. If I can find either Crimson or Warp Forest, the going might be easier. But until then, I'll just have to extend my network of tunnels and see what I can find. It's the only way for now. I'll see you as soon as I get out of this valley. Wish me luck. Good news! Finally! I carried on tunneling and yes, fantastic. I broke out in a Crimson Forest biome. We're going to explore that in a while. It must wait for the moment because I also found a Warp Forest biome nearby. And that's exactly what we were looking for. Come take a look. Tunneling is the best way to cross dangerous terrain in the nether, and very little terrain is not actually dangerous. I guess that's why it's called Minecraft. Mining plays such a big role. When I found this Crimson Forest, I backtracked a little, and mined off to the right and then off to the left. This tunnel opened out into the Soul Sand Valley, but at least I was high up and I could see there was no nether fortress there. The second side tunnel led me here. See the giant warp fungi? I'm not interested in crossing this open ground. There are ghast floating around. So now I'm going to create a new tunnel, and when I get there, I'll make a mini base in preparation for hunting Endermen. Remember, we need plenty of Ender Pearls. Ender Pearls play a critical role in reaching the Ender Dragon, but we'll get to that later. Welcome to my base in the Warp Forest. It's also a good place from which I can explore. Hunting Endermen will have to wait till next week though. I need to get back to the den to craft some stone swords. We've achieved half of what we need to do in the nether. We found a Warp Forest, so success! Now we just need to find a nether fortress. I'm going back to the Crimson Forest to do a little exploration. See you there! The Crimson Forest, home of piglins and hoglins. Both will attack unless you take steps. I'm wearing this gold chestplate so the piglins don't attack me. There's also a secret weapon that keeps hoglins at bay. Warp fungus, the small ones. I've already picked up a few and I'll collect them and place them strategically as we go along. Watch what I do. The main thing, other than keeping an eye out for ghasts, is to mark your trail. My system is to build a small tower and place torches on top. That's why I've got this diorite. If I've got enough on me, I'll also place a warp fungus next to the tower to keep hoglins at bay. Simple but effective. You want to place the next tower within sight of the last one. That way it's easy to navigate. I had no luck looking for a nether fortress in the Crimson Forest. I hunted high and low, I tunneled, I built bridges, but nothing. Sigh. Eventually I ran out of pickaxes and had to make my way back to the den. I made a new batch of stone pickaxes and decided to try in the opposite direction. I tunneled and suddenly, yes, something tantalizing materialized out of the murk. I tunneled closer and closer and finally, there it was, a nether fortress. Yes, we are once more victorious. Not only is the nether portal safe and secure, we found a warp forest full of endermen and last but not least, a nether fortress. There was even a blaze. So, once more, I'm going to do a round of hunting and gathering. We don't need too much, but I want to be prepared.